tell me you're gonna allow that motherfucker to do what she done, and you didn't come out here and try to break her fucking neck, and even you can't find her teammate and break her fucking neck for what the fuck she done to you down there?
Hey, number 6, I'm about to fuck you up since you want to play dirty. You all right? Yeah.
Physicality is part of this game. This is not that powder puff shit. This is football. This is violence.
Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here, bitch!
ChrisDell the Ferrari Harris. ChrisDell the Ferrari Harris of Atlanta's Steam LFL football team is arguably the greatest running back to ever compete in the league. Raised in Wichita, Kansas, ChrisDell had a high level of athleticism since her early years in track and field and as a basketball star at high school. In 2009, she broke the record for the indoor 60-meter dash for Western Illinois, a record held since 1987. After graduating in 2010, Harris moved on to a contract with Nike development team in Kansas City. The 2nd of September 2011 would be the first time she stepped on the field for Chicago and scored 2 touchdowns against the Las Vegas Sin. Taking over from Chicago's Tasha the Tank Pryor as the team's leading scorer, she was compared to the NFL star Chris Johnson. Chicago's head coach, Keith Hack, announced he was cutting their star running back Tasha Pryor for the new recruit ChrisDell Harris, who he said instantly improved Chicago's offense. Her undeniable dominance on the field and matter-of-fact confidence quickly set her apart as a natural leader among her teammates and a rising star in the league.
Tonight we dedicated this game to a huge cause that's for our city. Put the guns down. That's huge. They coming out here to watch us ball. No, they do not score. Not one touchdown. Let's light fire to their asses.
From the shotgun, this is Jane Caldwell with the option back to Harris. That was nearly a fumble. Atlanta's defense all over the Ferrari.
Hey, I'm gonna show you how excited when you eat my pussy.
Wow.
Following the 2012 All-Fantasy game, ChrisDell was rumored to be moving to Tampa Bay. In episode 30 of the Commissioner's Corner, Coach Keith Hack implied he wasn't happy about the way the Ferrari had gone about exiting the team. That year, the US LFL went on a 1-year hiatus, deciding to focus on Canada's league, with changes to be implemented to the US season for the following year. During that time, Coach Joe Murphy's Tampa Breeze football team, who ChrisDell had said to be recruited to, were experiencing difficulties with their home stadium, which they shared with the then-owners Tampa Storm AFL, who didn't want to compete with the LFL League, who held games at the same time. Tampa Breeze ended up moving to a new arena in Jacksonville and became known as the Jacksonville Breeze. It's unclear exactly what happened during that time regarding the Ferrari's move from Chicago, but at the beginning of the LFL's 2013 season, Harris was once again playing for the Chicago Bliss in her old position as running back. In the opening game of the 2013 league, Chicago played Las Vegas Sin again, and this time, the Ferrari put on a show, scoring 4 touchdowns to lead the Bliss to victory. She was named the 2014 MVP Offensive Player of the Year, in a year that Chicago Bliss won the Legends Championship Cup. In her illustrious career, ChrisDell has served as an ambassador for the growing sport. In 2015, ChrisDell starred in Pretty Strong, a docu-series following the women of Chicago Bliss, who are currently the 2 times reigning champions. At the end of the 2017 season, the rumor mill started churning again, with claims that the Ferrari had been dropped from the Chicago Bliss lineup. Though in none of her statements I found which addressed the news of her apparent dismissal did she ever make a negative comment regarding her former team or head coach Keith Hack of the Chicago Bliss, she had stated in an interview with the LFL that the news of her being cut from Chicago had come as a surprise. But during the off-season, she signed with longtime rivals of her former team, the Atlanta Steam, to start with them in the 2018 season. In her first game for Atlanta played against Seattle Heat, she came out to score a touchdown on the second carry of the game, then went on to dominate the first half, setting a new record for rushing yards in one half of football with 123 yards on 12 carries. This year, it was announced that ChrisDell Harris is a Hall of Fame inductee. She is also the top scorer for rushing yards in the league, evidence that the greatest running back this league has ever seen is far from finished.